Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to show you how to add a TRV to a radiator like this that is on 10mm microbore plastic pipe that is in a new build house on a pressurised combi boiler. As you can see, it has these 10mm plastic pipes feeding the radiator with no TRV at all on either end. So we're going to be adding a TRV to one of these ends. You don't need to drain the system, all you need is the correct tools. First of all, turn off this lock shield valve on the side you're not having the TRV, so that's righty-tighty. Turn it all the way down to nice and tight, and then also you're going to have to do the same on the other side. But first, you need to grab yourself a towel or some blue roll and put it underneath the valve you're going to be working on. There isn't going to be much water in this, but there will be a little bit, so do just be ready with towels and a little container if needed. If you're not confident in doing this, then please don't and contact a professional. This is just a how-to guide, you don't have to do this. So then, the side you're having the TRV, once again turn the lock shield all the way down and then open the vent. There should be a bit of water and then it stops. If the water stops flowing, then you know that both valves are holding and it's safe to work on the radiator valves. So this is the TRV we're going to be using. We don't need the old nuts and olives on the new one because we are going to be using the old one on this system for just a straightforward easy swap. And what we need to do is then loosen the radiator side of the valve. This is very important. Do not disconnect the bottom one because that is still live. We're just disconnecting the radiator side. That's the side we've tested and is dead. So there will be a little bit of water in here. So what we're going to do is loosen this nut, and then once it's loose, we're just going to put the new valve on it, straight on it, and turn it off so we have complete control and we keep the water inside the radiator. As you can see, there's a little bit of water, nothing too mad. Just put your new valve on, screw the nut up and turn it from a 6 to a 0, and that will stop the water flow. Next, we're going to clamp off the 10mm pipe. This is a squeeze off tool. I will leave a link in the description for where you can find all the tools and products you need to get this job done. It's a lot cheaper in my Amazon basket than in the retail. So what we're doing with this squeeze off tool is we're slowly squeezing the plastic together to stop the flow of water going to this radiator valve. This is completely safe as long as you do it nice and slowly and don't go too quick on squeezing the plastic, and also not too hard. You do have to do this quite tight, but do not go big gung-ho on it because you will damage the pipe. And once again, just to test it's dead, we're just going to open this valve, and as you'll see, there's no water coming out of it. So once again, it's safe to work on. At this point, it is very important to say, if you are not confident in doing this, then do call a plumber. So next, what we're going to do is loosen this bottom nut of the radiator valve. And what we're going to do is push that straight into the new radiator valve we've put on the radiator. So you can see we've loosened that. We're going to spin this off slowly just to make sure it's definitely dead. Then we can offer that up into our new TRV valve and start to tighten the nut. Go a little bit left until you hear it click, and then you can wind it on. And tighten it again with your spanner, like so. With that tight, you can then loosen off your squeeze off tool and check for any leaks. Make sure all nuts are tight and there are no drips at this point. As you can see, I had a bit of ag getting off the squeeze off tool, but it does come off eventually. So I'm just checking for leaks, and I'm just going to tighten the radiator side nut and straighten up the TRV valve, holding against with my grips like so, and giving the bottom nut a final nip up just to make sure that's nice and tight. Then we're going to open up the lock shield the other side, place on the cap like so. Going to open up the valve to a 6 to let the full flow of water. We're going to vent the radiator to make sure it's just water coming out. We're then going to check for any leaks like so. We're going to dry up any water Let's just scoop down the radiator like so. Then we're going to whack the heating on like so, till you hear it click. I'm going to check the radiator gets warm. If the radiator gets warm, then that is job done. I hope this video does help. If it does, do give it a like and leave a comment to say it does help. Please subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of plumbing tips and tricks on how-to videos on the channel. So hopefully I see you around soon. But for now, I've been Wallace Plumbing, and this has been how to change a TRV valve. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below and I'll try and get back to you as quick as I can. Please do check out any of the other videos on the channel, and I'll see you around soon. Take care. I've been Wallace Plumbing, and this has been how to change a TRV.